Hello again, Professor and fellow public speaking students. I would like to talk to you today about one of the best tools I believe a father and spouse, husband, has in his tool belt for being the ultimate family man, and that tool is showing up for your family. I believe that executing the job of husband and father is a huge responsibility and one that we owe our families to execute properly. Specifically, there are 3 points I want to talk about in regards to showing up, and that is the leadership it teaches, the bonds it creates, and the memories that are shared. The responsibility of a husband and father to show up by showing up in the good and bad times. For instance, showing up to sporting events is great, showing up to school events is great, and those certainly create wonderful, wonderful experiences. But it's also about showing up when heartbreak sets in for the loss of a loved one, perhaps, or just in any grieving, or even just someone in your family needs you there for quiet support. You have to show up in those moments too. But what's really remembered is the presence that you bring. So when you're with your family, the only thing that will bring you closer is when you're there. You have to be present. So that brings me to my next point. It's being present with your family is going to bring you closer. And you have to cultivate these relationships by being able to be a part of them. You can't be over engaged in social media or overworking yourself to where you're not even physically there for your family. And that the things that you're working for at work sure are important to provide for your family, but what good is it if you're not there for them physically? You can't just be the gravy train that sends money back home. You have to actually be able to be present in your family's lives. And the last point I'd like to make about this amazing tool in a husband and father's tool belt is that it fosters incredible memories, and those memories aren't just for your spouse or your children, but those memories are for you. One day your children are going to grow up, they're going to move out, and you're going to be with your spouse, and God forbid, but eventually it may just be you, and you'll be left with those memories. And what are you going to want to have in the highlight reel more? Are you going to want to remember all the money you made, or how you climbed the social ladder, you got all those promotions at work? No, you're going to want to know that you impacted your children's lives and set them up to be successes in their own endeavors and with their own families. And you're going to want to know that your spouse and children knew that you loved them with all your heart for the entire time you were able to love them. So those are what I believe showing up means, and how it sort of is all the essence of being a husband and father sort of wrapped up into one key phrase. And I think that showing up is not just physically being there, again, it's emotionally being there for your family, but it's not just a catchphrase, but it's a mentality. It's something you have to be intentional about to be with your family. And I hope that showing up means to you what it means to me, and I hope that you can take from this something positive and apply it to your own life. Thank you.